This tutorial is going to look at Extruded Cut, which is an additional manipulation you can do to a face or surface on a 3D object. So we'll start with a new part. Select a plane. Select Sketch. We're going to draw a rectangle. We're going to use a center rectangle instead of the standard corner-to-corner rectangle. That way we can anchor it to the center locus of the drawing space. And you see you get that little hint. We're looking at about a 3x6. Again, don't stress about getting it exactly right while you're drawing it. Just get it roughly right, because then we can use smart dimensions to set the size exactly right. Select those two lines, these two lines. Okay. We can accept that. Now we can select the sketch again. And then we'll go to Features and we'll do an extrusion. And we'll make that 1.5 inches. Accept that. And we're going to go to the top view. We're going to select this face so you can see we've got a face. We're just selecting one face. It's highlighting blue. Let's reorient that. And now we're going to add a center line, which is just below line here. And we're going to just sort of key in right to the center point of the drawing. So we get the little hint. Now we're going to draw a center line across it. Make sure it's even. And to exit the center line, otherwise it'll just continue drawing a series of center lines. Just hit escape. Now we want to create some relations. So we're going to select these two edges and the center line. We're going to make this symmetric, so that way each of these lines is equal in space, and that ensures that this is locked in as a center line. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Sketch. Again, select this face. I'm going to draw a circle from the center. Again, we don't really care. We want to obviously center it on the center line, but we're less concerned about sort of the exact location and size right now. So we're looking at about 1.25. Okay, but we'll use smart dimensions to actually set that up. So click here. So that's 2.5 diameter. And we also want to set the distance from the center to the edge. And we'll say 2. Okay. Accept that. So now you can see we've drawn a defined circle on this singular face. It's got all the dimensions you need. You can see it's got a black line, so that means it's defined. Now we're going to select that. We're going to do Feature. We're going to extrude that. We're going to extrude it up. Let's just say 1.25 inches. Click OK. Now we're going to select this circular face. We're going to go to Sketch. We're going to see if we can find the center of it. If we can't, we'll define it later with smart dimensions. So we'll go back to the top view. Now what we can do is select these two circles. Oops. Select this circle. Hold down Shift to select that circle. Create a relation, and you can see we've got a new relation we haven't seen before, which is concentric. And since the center of the outer circle is already defined, now the inner circle is equally defined. So then we'll use Smart Dimensions just to set the size of this. If this is, the first one is 2.5, so we'll say 2.25 for this one. Okay. Accept. And I'll select this circle. We'll go to Features, and instead of extruding it, we're going to do an extruded cut. And you can see that's going down into the shape. So we don't want this to be too deep. Right about there. So we'll say, let's say 0.25 inches. And then accept. There you go. So now you have two different basic 3D geometries built together. You're drawing on faces, so you're always selecting faces to sketch on top of, and then extrude or do an extruded cut into. This starts to build complexity into the form, and we'll continue on from here.